Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And welcome, everyone, to Golden Girls Coffee Klatch with my wonderful co hosts, Val, also known as Rhodes, Sherry, also known as Blanche, and Cleo, also known as Dorothy. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How is
This
everyone?
is a great news cycle, everyone.
Yes.
We got lots to talk about tonight.
We do too. We do too. It is fabulous on several different levels. It really is. So, hello, Mickey Taylor. Hello, Lorraine Billios, Sherry Freebury, Bora Bora. Nice to see you guys. The notices just went out, so I'm sure that we'll start getting more folks coming in to join us because I hear that this is a lot of people's favorite show.
You know, I would say from the buzz in my ear, it is a very, very popular show.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Many people are tuning in.
Totally.
To this exciting conversation that we.
Yes. Hello, Chris Queen, Dr. Ann, Barbara Nesper. Hello, you guys.
Hello.
So, all of you are going to be on my channel, so make sure that you do the like, share, and subscribe. However, once you've done that, in the description of the video, I've got Val's channels, Sherry's channels, and Cleo's channel down in the description. So make sure, please, after the show is over, go over to their channels, give them a like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It really doesn't.
And make sure you comment under the video for Marina after the show's over, because that helps push out with the algorithm. So
yes, absolutely. And we want to spread the love. Okay. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Jonathan. Nice to see you here. Thanks for joining us. So, just very quickly, let's do a little highlight. Val, what have you got happening on your channel that you want to highlight?
On my channel that I want to highlight. well, there is still a smidge of time left. If you want to sign up for the psychic mediumship class that Aley, Heart and Soul Connected and I are doing, we're starting it on Saturday. You can go to dragonflycrystals.store and you can still sign up for that. It's a three Saturdays in a row we're going to meet, and you are going to really hone your skills on psychic mediumship. Don't worry. It can be beginner level. You all are psychic mediums. You just don't know it yet.
Exactly. Try it and find out. All you got to lose is a couple hours on 3 Saturdays.
That's all. And I did my class schedule for September, so look at all the classes available. Thank you.
Perfect.
For that.
All righty. And Cleo, what have you got going on your channel?
Well, hold on. I didn't know I was next.
Well, I like to mix things up. You know, it keeps people paying attention, right?
Tomorrow I've got polytarology, and it will actually be the last polytarology with my sister until from August to October.
Yeah.
She is going to be on her hiatus where she does the Renaissance fairs in New Jersey, and I suppose even doing some stuff in New York. So she will be, I don't know what she's got planned for that, but anyway, I know that tomorrow is one of the last ones for a while.
And isn't Mel Dore on that, Cleo?
Yes.
Pardon me?
Mel Dore is going to be on that
that's
show.
That's right. Mel is going to be there, so everybody will want to show up to that.
Yeah.
And then on Monday, I've got Caffeinated and Unfiltered.
Yep.
And next Thursday, I think I have kitchen table issues.
Yes, ma'am.
Okie doke. So that's what I'm doing for the next week.
Perfect. And Sherry?
I guess it's my turn.
going
Let's
on?
see. Polytorology tomorrow night. Got a personal reading tomorrow afternoon, so that'll take up my afternoon. And then, of course, every Saturday night at 11 p.m. Central Time is the Night Owl Slumber Party. We have a Anything Goes show. You never know who's going to be on and what's going to hit you. So,
Yep.
just
And
wear
it's
your
amazing how
PJs.
many people show up at
I'm
11
telling
o'clock
you.
at night. Yeah.
It's like I'm
fun.
getting almost 100 people showing up. I'm like, holy moly, man! Y'all
Yes.
not in bed asleep?
Yeah.
You know, you'd all be shocked at how many people have insomnia.
Yeah, I'm telling
There
you.
you
I mean,
go.
that's what made me start doing the show because I couldn't go to sleep. And
Exactly.
and I have a ball with it. So and like I've told all the readers, if you're up, if you're awake, pop in the chat. If you want to come on, say the word, we'll send you the
Yeah.
link. You can come
There you
on.
go.
You know?
That's
And
simple.
sometimes I get 2 or 3 on at once, and sometimes it's just me, myself, and I. So that's okay too. And you know, we do anything from oracle card pulls to naughty card pulls. It just depends on what the mood is that night and how everybody's feeling. And then let's see, Sunday is my monthly mysteries with Amy, Warrior Princess. Once a month we do a cold case where we delve into seeing if we can't pick up any information on maybe what happened or what made the person go kill somebody, or you know, that kind of fun stuff. And then of course, sisters every Wednesday, Golden Girls every other Thursday. I have Draining the Swamp, which is with Mel and Arthur on the second Monday of the month, and then with Mel and a surprise guest on the fourth Monday of the month. So just depends on who's available. And of course I have my Mastering Mental Wellness on the second and fourth Sunday of the month with Isaac, who's a professional counselor. And we discuss different things that, you know, issues people run into, anxiety, you know, low self-esteem, you know, that kind of thing. And we just kind of talk in a general tone, and Isaac can give a little bit more of a professional overview of how to deal with some of that stuff. And then if there, you know, we encourage the chat to really talk amongst them and with us, you know, to kind of talk some of it out. It's amazing some of the conversations we've had in the chat on that show. And if by the time the show's over you thinking you need professional help, then we'll help you find somebody that you can get in touch with to help you with that. And because we're just YouTube content creators, we're not psychiatrists or psychologists.
Licensed.
Well,
yeah.
Isaac is, but I'm not. So, and
so hi to Jean, hi to Cecilia, hi to Joan Baker. And did I say Artist Liz before? Hey,
did
Artist
you say
Liz.
Queen? Chris
Sorry?
Queen here too. Chris Queen.
Oh, Chris Queen. Yes. Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
See that one. And so yeah, just the general, you know, and usually Friday afternoons or Saturday afternoons, you know, I try to do just a freestanding collab with somebody, you know.
Yep.
And I've been trying to find new people and bring them on and kind of introduce them to the community and let people kind of get an eyeful and an earful and go from there. So
perfect. So just if anyone is interested what I'm up to, generally go check my community tab. I will usually on Saturday or Sunday, I will post on there, you know, here's my schedule for the week ahead, and I'll let you know who I'm having on the channel, where I'm a guest, so you can mark it down, take a look. Best thing to do is when you subscribe, hit the little bell icon. That way you'll know whenever I'm on. go to my webpage, which is marinasheartcentertarot.com, like this. And you can check out the classes that are on there. You can book a class, you can book a reading, all kinds of interesting information on there. So go check out the website. Now, with the business end kind of out of the way, let's get into the good stuff. So apparently, Joe Biden, God love him, has been working for some time on getting some of the people that were being detained, especially in Russia, working on getting them out. And today there was about 24 detainees from several countries that were exchanged. And 3 of those were Paul Whelan, Evan Gershkovich, and Ulsa Karmasheva. And obviously this is really good news for their families. There are still, detainees that are left behind. We can get them out. It's just a matter of time. But kudos to President Biden. This is yet another win in the Biden column.
Yes, definitely.
Another check mark for the blue. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Something that the other gentleman has been saying for years now, only I can get these people released, but
yes,
he never did. So
he uses the term gentleman loosely.
Yes.
I'm trying to
You're being kind.
truly
She's from the
incorporate
South.
Blanche
They have
here.
Southern manners.
I'm trying to
Yes,
truly incorporate Blanche and not be
Uh-huh.
more on the ladylike avenue rather than the get the out of my way and
So well done. Well done, Biden. And isn't it amazing that how many times have we heard the Orange Menace? I think I'm going to start calling him the Orange Menace.
Yes.
When he said, well, as soon as I win, I'm going to do this. As soon as I win, I'm going to do that. Giving the impression all I have to do is make a phone call and these people will be freed.
Like he made Mexico pay for the wall, like
Yes.
he completed the wall, like he shut down the whole border thing, like he I don't
provided
know
better medical care and health care than anybody else.
The health care plan was going to be so great, so amazing, so unbelievable. You have never seen anything like it in your day.
Yeah.
And you have seen nothing like it because he never made it.
Yeah. It's so unbelievable that our minds do not believe.
It doesn't even exist. It's so unbelievable.
Exactly. And Teacher Barbara said, did you hear what Biden said? He said, then why didn't he do it?
Then why didn't he
was
do
president?
Exactly.
I think that.
And I love the next line she put in. He was white but turned orange.
Yes.
He was white but turned
He chose orange.
He chose orange.
And there should be an investigation into that.
There should be an investigation about Project 2025 lying, firing the head guy, whatever. And then taking a big back seat, like it's not going to keep going. Oh, it is going full force.
They're already implementing parts of it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So
Leo, you're very quiet. Come on. What do you think about all this?
The Project 2025, just know that whatever Trump has said, it's a complete lie. And you've just got to understand that is exactly what he wants to do. And I don't think the head guy got fired. They said he stepped down or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
Whatever.
exactly what that's all about. It makes no difference. That whole document is out there. It's over 900 pages. It points out every single thing that we don't want, and that's what they want to do. You know, get less Social Security, have your benefits reduced, let Medicare and let Social Security and everybody just go to pot.
Yeah.
Don't do
But my-
anything with it. Let it run
Get
out.
rid of the Department of Education. I mean, who needs an education? Come on.
Revising the Constitution so that women can't vote or own property or any of that. I mean,
Or a credit card.
or credit cards, any of that.
And
That's all.
LGBTQ will no longer exist.
No, it will no longer exist.
will
So
no longer
if
exist.
you guys think in any way, shape, or form that Project 2525 or 2025 rather cannot happen, think again. There are already people in place. They are already in the government. They
Yes.
were put in there. This thing has been going on for many years now.
Yes.
People are in place, more and more people. Trump put a bunch of people in there. The judges, the people in government are all in position where they can affect things. And, you know,
Hi, Sylvia.
Oh, and they're going to fire everybody. They're going to get rid of
Yes.
everybody and replace them with other people. And 2025, although it's called 2025, it's actually been around since the Reagan era.
yeah,
But now it has just been built up. And Trump has been working with this since 2016.
yes.
So, you know, he
Yeah.
fully intends to, well, just like when he said, don't worry about voting in another 4 years. You won't have to.
Yes.
Because he's
Yeah.
gonna
Just
be-
vote this once.
And Cleo, doesn't this tie nicely with SCOTUS and their decision to make him immune he can
Yes.
do anything? He's
Right.
immune.
Didn't
And
they
that's
fuck
why
on that one by jumping the shark and doing it too soon? Because now Biden's got that power, and very soon
Yeah.
Kamala is going to have that power.
But did you see what Biden's doing right now? He is going after the Supreme Court. He's going
Yes.
after the decisions that they've made because it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yes.
So, and you know, nobody, you can't pick one person in the whole country that's above the law, and that's what they're trying to do with that
Yeah,
Supreme
they're
Court.
trying to make him a
Exactly.
king, the position of king, and
Right.
it's not a king. He's not a king. He's an elected representative of ours.
Yeah.
And
He works for us.
The only thing that worries me about Trump wanting to become president is I really do think, and I'm sure it's in the works right now, is they're going to try to rig this election. And that's why he's just so confident about that he can say anything he wants because he's going to get it no matter what. So
Well,
I'm hoping that
What we need to really concentrate on is contacting our local election boards, because they have, especially in swing states, they have got their election denying
Yes.
people. I don't remember now what they call them.
It's
are the
already in
ones
place
Yeah.
those particular states that can and do have the election denier representatives who will not turn over and they're starting small. It's like by county. They're not
Yes.
going to give the electoral votes so that state can go and turn it over and say, here are
Right.
our electoral.
We
Yeah.
need to start demanding and now that these people get changed out. I don't know what we
That
can
needs
do,
to happen.
but I think if enough people showed up and started raising hell
Yeah.
about it and got the local papers writing in their
Yeah.
daily news about it, maybe we can get some of them.
Well,
knocked
they're
out of
going
that
to be,
position.
you know, Trump's people are going to be very, very sneaky, underhanded, and absolutely illegal about everything they're doing.
Yes.
But I get on a psychic level that there is some people that are involved with Trump's plan that they are going to eventually, and in time, hopefully, turn them in or to get a hold of the authorities and let somebody know this is what's going on. This is what we're doing to the election machines, whatever they're called. And this is what we're doing with our, mail-in ballots. I see phony mail-in ballots being made. And I mean, there's got to be ways to catch that. You know, if you've got too many votes out of one county, how did that
Yeah.
happen? You know, but they will do. They are trying. You know, they're going to forge the ballot.
They're going to do that, Cleo. But the process that the volunteers or election workers go through is they have the list, the master list of voters, and it has to match. And if this doesn't match anyone, it is put over in the pile to be cured or whatever. And then they'll find out it's a fake thing.
Right.
So all that does is cause a lot of tie up of extra time. Plus, it also creates that false sense of, oh my God, our election, we can't trust it. There's something wrong. We can't trust it. So yeah, there's a lot of things that can happen just from them doing that. Stuffing the ballot box is
so
a real.
I have a feeling that after the election that we're not going to get the actual results because things are going to be so goofed up.
Yeah.
By the illegal activity of the Republican guys that are trying to screw up the election, that it's going to take some time.
It can.
Now, one of the things that I will say about that is, yes, they can fiddle around with it. They can do some damage. If, however, everybody get out there and vote, you have to do it in numbers that are too big to fix.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. If it comes out the day before the election that Kamala Harris is projected to win 99.99% of the vote, do not think that, oh, well, okay, she doesn't need my vote. Get out there.
Oh, that just means she
get out there.
Now see,
take a friend with you. Make sure that someone who, if they need a ride to the polling station, invite them, give them a ride. Go in groups. Get in there. Make sure that you are on the rolls. Don't fall for things like, I think it was David from Terror by the Bay who was mentioning that there was something that had come out, and there's going to be a lot of misinformation coming from other countries, especially when it comes to voting. And apparently one of them that I think he was going to look into was, hey, you want your name taken off the voter registration? It's easy. Just click here, put in your name and your address, and you'll be removed. Come on now, that is a perfect way for someone to collect that information. Yet you're going to be off the voter rolls.
And they're going to take your
they're going to take your name. Here's my name.
They still have the master list, and the master list is not going to have them because it's going to be right printed that day, hot off the press. And they won't be on there, and it will show up as a fake thing. But I have to say, a really good way is if your state has that voters registration website where you can go and sign in and say, yes, I want my election result. I want to know when you got my ballot. I want to know what I voted. I want you to tell me, and I want a receipt. And so when you send it off, I don't trust any of that. I take my ballot and I don't do a machine. I take it down and hand it to the worker and watch him put it in a box. Then I wait. And sure enough, in a day or so, I get the receipt back saying, this is how you voted, blah, 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 blah. And it was received on this date at this time. That is how you know. That is what you need to be assured, Whether
and
you
the fact that I live in a very, very red state that is run by MAGA, because I'm legally handicapped, I get vote by mail. But I quit trusting the mail because several elections back, I mailed my ballot in a month before the election date, and they had it marked as never being received. And I was like,
I don't trust that at all. There's no mail.
I don't trust it since then. They email me and say, your ballot is attached. I have the option. I can go online and
Yes.
fill it out online, print it out and sign it and bring it to them. Or I can print it out and fill it out by hand myself and then seal it and bring it in. But I bring it to them now. I don't
trust
no,
any
I
machine.
don't
I don't trust any mail service. You got to go in person. Just go in the door. There's no line to stand in. You just hand it to the person standing by the ballot box. They check your license, ID, it matches, and then they'll put
make
it.
sure your ID is up to date.
Yes.
Because they're going to be a stickler on that. And women, especially married women, check in your state and find out.
Your
Does your driver's license say? Does your driver's license say your first name, your middle name, your married name? Or does it say your first name, your maiden name, your married name? Because depending on what's on your voter rolls, your ID has to match.
Yeah.
So if your voter roll has your first, middle, and married name, but your driver's license is your first, maiden, and married name, they're going to say it doesn't match, and they're not going to take your vote. Make sure, double check it. Double check
They
it.
have found
I threw some cards on this
ways to give the person who is looking and checking the ID. They have given them a mountain of ways that they can say, nope, not this one, not this one.
And if you can take the day off, go down and be a damn poll watcher.
Oh, this signature looks too wobbly. It can't be. No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
If you take the day off, or if you don't work anymore, go down and be a damn poll worker.
Yes.
They need, especially young people, they need down there that can stand there for 12 hours and deal with that nonsense.
Yes.
Senior citizen, you don't expect to hang out for 12 hours, But this is quite literally could be the last election we ever get to vote in our lifetimes anyway.
Well, Roxy just wrote on here, Washington State has a good system and voter portal. You can track your vote all the way to the election day. And so I'm from Washington State, and I do a mail-in thing, and it's always been fine. And you can go look it up and make sure they got it and everything. So we have a great system. We've never had a problem with it. However, if you remember Trump, he was so down on mail-in ballots. Now it's all like, no, let's do mail-in ballots, which tells me that's one of the areas he's going to try to corrupt.
Yes.
Is to put more in there than what's there.
Yeah, because I get the same thing because I'm handicapped and get mail-in voting and all that. They send me my ballot via email. They don't mail it to me. They send it to me in my email. And I have, like I said, I have the option of filling it out online and printing it out and signing it, or just printing it out and filling it out myself by hand and signing and bringing it in. But once I bring it in and they check it in, it goes into their system, then I can track my ballot online through the voter registration department, and I can track where that ballot goes all the way through.
So I'm going to tell you, there's something wrong at the central sorting of the U.S. mail, because that's where they're going to take those ballots, and something is going to happen. So
they get lost. They got lost. Oh my God. They were on a truck. You're not going to believe what happened. They were on a truck. It was chock full. I mean, there was boxes upon boxes. Anyway, going over a bridge. The guy fell asleep at the wheel, whatever. He was texting. Down it went into the water, and it's out in the ocean.
It's in the ocean already.
Well, the ballots in Washington, although you do to go to the post office to drop it in a ballot box, it is treated differently than regular mail.
Yeah.
So, you don't really have to worry about all that. But what is this about
we are lucky in the respect that Biden just put in a new head for the Postmaster Service.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be
certainly going to be a help. It's certainly going to put a little.
I don't know if it's going to be in time for this election.
Joy is still in there. That's my last comment about that. Joy is still in there, folks.
Yeah, he's still there for now.
Okay, so what is,
So
what is
don't
all
trust.
this about conservative men filling out their wives' ballots?
Yes.
I'm sure they
From
vote.
Roxanne M. Yeah.
Wow.
Ladies, do your own ballot. One of the things, and I think that, yeah, there are probably some out there who are going to do that, who are going to stand over their wives as they fill out their things.
Wow.
And there are some women who are going to go along, and then there are those women who are going to say, oh, hell to the no. The other thing that I have been seeing quite a lot of recently is conservative men going on TikTok saying, hey, I have been a registered Republican since, the Reagan era. I've always voted Republican. I voted for Donald Trump in 2016. I am not voting for him now. This is not the Republican Party. And so a lot of them are starting. Yes, a lot of them are starting to wake up. They are starting to see that this guy, I mean, oh my God, you know what? I would say
We
he's
see Republican representatives in state houses and stuff that are now coming forward doing ads and stuff saying, I am not voting for Trump.
Well, and they're actually saying that they are voting for Kamala. They're not just saying before it was they weren't going to vote for anybody. Now they're saying we're going to vote for Kamala. I mean, I just love the way this thing is going with her.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm telling you, we sped ahead by a couple of years. We've already, we've gone forward.
Yeah,
in time.
Timeline made a huge jump.
The timeline made a huge jump, and it's even better for us.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Now Biden can sit back. He doesn't have to worry about campaigning and running and doing this and doing that. He can sit back and just do his
job.
Just do his job. Do what he needs to do. Look at
do what he does best, and that is getting people to work together.
Yeah.
Yes. And
one of my Republican senators just joined up onto the Democrats again to pass another damn bill to get through. I was like, dude, at this rate,
don't forget about Hunter.
We're going to make you become a Democrat.
Hunter Biden should be cleared of all charges. Think about that for a minute.
Yes.
Think about that. He should be cleared of all charges.
Absolutely.
Considering, I mean, he has that lawsuit.
But I don't think his dad will do it.
No. He filed a lawsuit.
Yes, because now the special prosecutor or whatever.
Special prosecutor is not valid. A special prosecutor. It's an invalidated. So let's use the Republican laws against the Republicans in that way,
well, that's it.
Surgically releasing himself from the ties that bind.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The Democrats have played the good guys for so long and following the rules and not wanting to shake up the apple cart. But now we got a bunch of firebrands that are in the Democratic Party, and they're like, oh, but no, it's time to raise hell. Thanks God they're there. That's all I can say.
Exactly. Now,
next.
The Orange Menace or whatever. Anyway.
Duck
L'Orange, whatever you want to call him.
Oh, the felon.
The felon. That's a good.
Let's talk about the felon.
The felon.
When he was on, he was invited to speak, or to be part of. I think it was like the Black Journalist Association, something along those lines. Anyway.
Yeah, they invite both candidates to come speak to them every election.
And they have been doing this for years and years. So they're just carrying on with what they've done. So he shows up, and all of a sudden, they put his feet to the fire, and he goes to his default setting. Well, we were late getting started because your equipment is wrong. And nasty women, you're such nasty women. This one in particular. And Yes. And then he goes on to talk about, Kamala Harris. Well, I always thought she was Indian until, all of a sudden now she became black. Like, hello? And there should be an investigation into that because, she's Indian. And basically what he's saying is she's pandering to you. She wants to be pretend like she's black like you so that you get her vote. Don't fall for that. Listen to me, because I have done more for black people than any other president in the history of presidents.
I love it when one of the black female journalists was asking him about being a PEI, and he was, well, what does that mean to you? Yeah. And she said, it means this.
Yeah, what's the definition?
Here's the comeback, though. Trump lied in his book and said he was of Swedish heritage, pimping and pandering to whoever it was that he was talking to, some group, because he didn't want his German heritage to be shown. So he said he was Swedish, of Swedish descent. Complete bald-faced lie. He put it in his book, Art of the Deal. It's in there. Lied up one side and down the other. He's totally German. So then there are about 10 different places he lied about his heritage. Mm-hmm. That was just one I can remember. But the point of it is that he doesn't know the difference between ethnicity and your race and your ethnic heritage.
Yeah.
Like if you're, Jewish and, you're still Caucasian, even though you're Jewish. Well, you can have a Jamaican father. You can have an Indian black.
Exactly.
And you.
Exactly. And for a lot of those people, this is not a matter of either or.
It isn't a matter of either
or.
It's
not a decision. I am Jamaican and I'm Asian. I'm German and I'm French.
State her whole entire ancestral heritage every time. No.
Well, look what the Irish did with Obama. Now, his dad was from Africa. He was an African. His mother was a white American woman whose entire family was Irish. Yeah. They came over from Ireland. The people of Ireland welcomed the Obamas back to their country after he got elected, and we're proud to say that they were the ones that put the O in Obama. You know, because you got O'Leary, or this, or that, or the other.
Exactly.
Irish. But they were very proud of the fact that he's an Irishman. No more different than I am. It doesn't matter what color his skin is.
Well, I think what's so great about this, though, is that the felon is getting so flustered and frustrated and pissed off that he doesn't know how to attack Kamala. He doesn't know, because before he could always talk about the old guy and Sleepy Joe. Now he's got somebody that's just.
Now he's the old guy.
Now he's the old guy, but he's really upset. He knows that now this has changed the whole campain, and he doesn't know how to do everything.
So now Midas Touch and also Brian Tyler Cohen, they're all laughing at him that this early he had to turn to the race card. Because he's got nothing. He's got nothing. The felon doesn't have anything to be able to shoot with. He's got blanks.
He's getting his feet held to the fire in a way that's never happened before.
Yes.
He thinks he's this great explorer, only to find out that, he's made his bed and now he's got to lie in it. And it's not a very nice bed. So,
No. And he's, they had to, his people actually pulled him from that show or gathering or whatever it was that he was talking to three women. They pulled him off there early because he was falling apart. He was not answering any other questions. He was going on and on about his two favorite things, immigration and what was I can't remember what
In
the other
getting
one.
shot.
Oh, well, no, he didn't bring that up, but I think he would have, given half an opportunity. But he would start to talk, and the woman would just cut him off and start with the questions, and he's still trying to talk, and they're still cutting him off. And I went, "Oh, you nasty woman!"
So
Just
this is what was
don't,
happening.
so rude. Not even hi, how are you? None of that.
He is finding that he doesn't have a soft place to fall anymore to go get interviewed, and all of a sudden people are actually treating him with a little crusty disdain.
Even on Fox, he's getting pushback on his answers
getting
and
pushback.
stuff.
Yes.
He's not received like he's emperor anymore. For some reason, the felon is being received like a piece of gum on a shoe. In other words, I mean, it's sad, and I do say a most benevolent outcome for him because he is a felon, but he's a human being, and I don't wish ill for him. But he is who he is, and we have to recognize who he is.
And from all I learned with my mom for 10 years with dementia, he is so far down that path. It's like,
he's pretty far down the path.
Yeah. It's amazing that he's still functioning at all at this point.
Well, I think he's getting near the end of functioning.
Yeah.
What was
Dr. Ronnie
Johnson
or Jackson, whichever you like.
It's getting near the end. I mean, people with dementia, you can have dementia for like 10 years before you actually get to the point of, and it can happen like that,
Oh yeah.
So, I think he is nearing that, and let's say it's not dementia. There's still some mental defect. He's mentally ill.
Yeah.
So, and a really dangerous mentally ill person. So, but he's getting so frustrated, and when he loses, he is going to go ballistic. He is just going to be.
Yeah, he is. But isn't malignant narcissism a mental illness? Because I believe it is.
Probably, I'd have to. I don't know.
Being a malignant, it's a personality disorder.
Yes.
It's considered that.
Yeah, so, it is.
Yeah.
Well, and with most cases of dementia, it's like with what my mom had. She had what they called cerebral atrophy. Her brain was literally shriveling up inside of her skull. And as pieces of her brain would shrivel, another section of her ability would just disappear.
Yeah.
And it would change from day to day. Yeah. Today she could blow her nose. The next day she woke up, she couldn't blow her nose. She didn't know or understand how to blow her nose.
Yeah, like a baby, like a newborn baby.
Exactly. And it was a 10-year journey going down that road of watching her just slowly disintegrate before our eyes. And it's very difficult. And I don't care how much money they think they're going to get. His family is responsible for getting him the proper care that he needs to get, that anybody in their right mind would do for their family member who go through something like that. Because it's not a laughing matter. I mean, yeah, we laugh and make fun of them, but there's a lot of people out there that need help, with that.
If his family cared about him, they would already have stepped in.
Exactly.
But, when you have never learned how to have empathy for anyone, how can you expect to just, you're going to pick it up by osmosis? It's never been shown to you. You've never been sort of encouraged to have it. It's, it's like someone coming up to me right now and saying, hey, from here on in, I'd like you to speak German and exclusively German.
It's a whole nother language that they don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't have that emotional capacity because they never experienced that.
Exactly.
The lessons that teach you empathy. And
Well, I mean, when they're talking about the nephew's new book here,
yes,
I did see him on some show, and he's got a disabled son, seriously disabled. And Donald Trump told him that he should just go ahead and let him die.
Yes.
That's where his empathy is at. It just was disgusting. And
and cut him off from the health insurance
Yes.
that the business had for all of the family members, because it was going to be too expensive to cover his son. He literally cut him off.
Well,
And
he was
they had
only
to go get
the felon was only taught one thing. Well, actually, it's two.
Yeah.
You're either a winner or you're a loser.
Yeah.
That's it.
well, he can't face the fact that he is a loser. He did lose the last campaign, and he just the only way that just shows you the mental illness. The only way he can justify it is to say, "No, I won, but it would, I should have had it."
That is exactly right. Exactly right, Cleo. Because in his mind, in his delusional situation going on in that 45 brain, he really believes he is invincible. He believes he won everything. He believes the election was stolen. I mean, sure, he says it isn't, and he knew on tape one time, but then he reconvinced himself that it really was.
Hey, we got a governor who was one of the first AGs to sign on to that nonsense back when he started it, right after the election. So,
and you know what, Anya? It maybe he did do it for the money.
Yeah,
it really doesn't matter. Why would someone question? Well, why is he coming out with this now? Maybe because now is the right time. Maybe because now he needs to raise money to make sure that his son is going to be taken care of because he's getting older.
In 10 years, who would buy a book like that? They're going to buy it now.
Yeah,
and the people need to know now what.
He says some really negative things about Trump, so I'm glad he brought the book out. And if he makes money off of it, more power to him.
Exactly. And this is
what Mary Trump, she's the first one to say it's spot on.
Yes. And this is something that has been said about him. Mary Trump spoke about that, about the what had happened after Fred Trump died, and all of a sudden Donald takes over, and that child
everybody else's
inheritance and this and this and this, and I'm going to steal money from this one and that one. Those are all things that a lot of people were talking about even in 2016, but a good portion of people weren't willing to listen. Now they're saying, well, okay, hold on. Now they're more willing to listen and see how I would die if my family said half of the things about me that they're saying about him. And it's not just that they're saying it, there's proof. He stole from the people that were in his father's will. He stole from Mary Trump.
Yeah.
So, but that's Trump. I can't wait for President Kamala Harris, because I think she is going to do a lot of fantastic things. She has got the backbone that the Democrats have been missing for quite some time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she has come out fighting. She's not going to take any of that. Well, I mean, I understand Michelle Obama saying, when they go low, we go high. I understand that.
There's a time and place for that.
Well,
exactly.
Kamala isn't going to go low. She's going to go absolutely factual. It's going to kick his butt when she goes legal, eagle, factual. He'll be like, when she has details of everything, he won't be able to.
Yeah. And when he was saying something about her, and I can't remember. I mean, he said so many nasty things about her up until now. And she had said in one of the most recent speeches to Trump, say it to my face.
Yeah. I love that.
Yes. Yeah. come meet me on stage. I'm going to be there on September 10th. Yeah,
So,
say
so
it to
who,
my
who, do
face.
you, who do you think Kamala is going to pick for her VP?
Oh,
Or
man.
does it matter?
Yeah, it does matter in a way, because I was listening to Brian Tyler Cohen talk about the positives and the negatives of each candidate, including Mark Kelly, Josh Shapiro, and
The guy in Kentucky.
Buttigieg, and the rest of them.
Yeah.
And it actually sounded like that guy in the South. Was it Nat? What is it?
Kelly?
The Kentucky guy?
Yeah, the Kentucky guy.
Actually,
He actually sounded like, what's the Kentucky guy's name?
Bashir.
Yeah, that guy.
What's his first name? Roy? What?
No, you're talking about the other guy. You're talking about the representative who's from Virginia, I think.
Okay. The Virginia guy.
Name I'd never heard of before until his commercials started coming.
Andy Bashir?
Andy Bashir is the governor of Kentucky.
Yeah.
They think
And then we've got Josh Shapiro, Mark Kelly.
Is a senator in Arizona. Josh Shapiro is a senator in Pennsylvania, I think.
Governor in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
He's a governor. I thought he was a senator.
We're just guessing at this point, but they were talking about who would replace Kelly, what would that look like, how long the process lasted, and where would we end up. And it didn't look good for some reason. I can't remember all the details. They went ahead and looked at the guy. Is there somebody in Minnesota who? Oh, there's a girl. Gretchen Whitmer.
Gretchen and Cooper are out. They're out.
Yeah. Oh, she's out?
Yeah, he already said take me off the list. Yeah.
Well,
And that other guy, I
she
think
said she wasn't going to leave. So then
I think Shapiro's a really good pick. I think the guy, the Arizona guy, is good, except I think he serves his purpose best to stay in the Senate. And also the Kentucky guy, Andy
Bashir.
Andy Bashir, here's the thing about that. They were talking about how popular they are in their state and how many people will follow him and vote for Kamala. All of that translates into which is a swing state, which is who holds the biggest impact if you choose them, and what's
plus
the negative.
How easy is it going to be to replace that person with another Democrat? See, some states, they have to have an election to replace that person.
Yes.
You don't just, the governor doesn't have the right.
They talked about Josh Shapiro in those terms and said it wouldn't be good. If he left, it would not be good. As a strategic move, not that he wouldn't be popular at all. It's just if you play long-term chess and 5-layer chess, that may not be a very good move at all. Because he's very popular, and moving him out of that position and how it would be filled and everything, it didn't sound like it would be a
That's
good
their concern with Bashir, Andy Bashir from Kentucky, is that if they take him out, then that gives a red state the opportunity to replace that Democratic governor with a Republican governor.
So I'm just fascinated to see who Kamala picks, because it's hard.
Well, and it sounds
like Kelly's got a really good chance, but
now I think Pete Buttigieg.
I think he would be perfect.
Oh my! Who doesn't love Pete?
I know.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I know.
I just don't think they're going to have a woman pick the gay guy. I just, and also he does so much good at the position that he's in right now.
That's
and
true.
I don't know. He's a pretty amazing guy. I think he'll probably be president one day, but
he probably will throw his hat in the ring one day. But you're right about that. It's not good timing.
I have a feeling that that
Yeah.
Buttigieg is going to get moved up into a
First-
much higher
First, we have to
position.
have our
Yes.
first woman president.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Now
and that's
listen,
why I think
what-
Mark Kelly would make a good pick, because he's going to bring in the veteran vote, and he's going to bring in a lot of those very, very good old boy redneck style, military style guys.
true.
he's
that-
also
I mean-
very much into
They
What's
don't
the
want
thing?
Arizona to go.
gun. Yeah,
So that's
he's
true.
but they have a Democratic governor, I believe, right now, and the governor replaces that. They don't vote
Yeah.
in Arizona, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. I lived there for 10 years. You think I'd have that memorized?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
love Pete Buttigieg.
I mean, he's a veteran. You know, he was
Oh, he's
he
against gun
did
violence.
combat. You know, he was
Yes.
frontline combat. He was a freaking astronaut. I mean, come on, His wife, who was a very middle of the road representative, got shot in the head because Sarah Palin drew a bullseye on her picture and posted it online, and somebody went and followed up, and shot her good.
I
And,
didn't hear that story. Are you sure that's
Yeah.
true?
Yeah, that was
You're sure it's true? Because I don't remember seeing that.
yeah. They had it all up because everybody was all over Sarah Palin's ass for putting that up and saying that, because this kid that did the shooting followed her, and they were
Wow.
trying to make it out like, oh well, no, that was just, they were just targeting, they were trying to make it into something that it wasn't, and it was very clear what they were trying to do, and they've done it with other representatives and senators and whatnot as well, in other states. But that was like the first time somebody, because when she put it up, there was a lot of backlash about, you can't post
No,
something like that
No
on your
evidence.
page. And she had it on her website, I think it was and there was a big pushback about it.
There's no evidence of such a thing. That's the facts.
Now
I saw
listen,
the website when it happened, so that's why I'm saying
It says it's a bogus claim. It's the Washington Post. Well, it's the Washington Post saying it's a bogus claim.
yeah.
now listen to this. Hear me out. What do you think? What if she was to pick someone like Katie Porter?
Oh, that would rock.
Would
The only
that not?
problem, Katie Porter's also from California.
I think the problem here is it's the two women. A man and a woman, they're going to feel secure. A woman ticket is very, oh, I don't know about this. But if they go Kamala and they put a man in the VP, I think people will feel like, well, if anything happens, we got a man in there.
Yeah, and we've had how long? Men, men president, men vice president, and look at what we're discussing now. What appears might happen is the eventual demise of democracy, thanks to the men.
Yeah.
So
Just like when Ruth Bader Ginsburg was asked about when another woman was chosen for the SCOTUS, and she was like, "Well, that's a start." And she was being interviewed, and they asked her, "Well, how many women would it take to be equal?" And she said, "All
of them.
And they were shocked. They were like, "All women Supreme Court justices?" And she said, "You've had all men and didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Why is it a problem if it's all women?"
Yeah.
I mean, shut the reporter down right then and there. That they didn't have a comeback, But
No, not at all. I think I have a feeling that Ruth is working on the other side with several other people and helping guide things, going, okay, mega. Yet, wait till you see what I'm doing next. Watch this space. And yeah, this is it. It is going to get a little tumultuous. It is going to get a little rocky. But oh my goodness, at the end, think of what we're going to have at the end. It's like
Our
right
first
now.
female president of the United
Yes.
States of America.
Yeah.
How
Right.
many years
Yeah.
have we been doing this? How many elections have taken place? Finally.
Yeah. Right now, look at this is in terms of we're all in labor, and we're about 6-7 centimeters dilated. we know that we're going to have that baby soon, but we also know that there is going to be a good deal of pain between now and then. But once it's done, you can look back and you can go, oh gee, that was never mind.
Yeah, hey,
I can do that again.
Yeah. Anymore. It's all over.
Yes.
And isn't my baby beautiful?
Yes, exactly.
Even though they were 10 pounds, but 10 ounces.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Women have.
Or they're one of the most ugliest babies you've ever seen in your life, and all you can do is say, "Oh, so beautiful," and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh my God, that poor child."
No mother thinks her baby's ugly. No.
Yeah.
I did.
Absolutely. All right, ladies, we are at 1 hour, 1 minute. This is, as always, fabulous chatting with you guys and getting different opinions and whatnot. This really does feel to me like we are sitting at a kitchen table.
Yeah.
And we're having our coffee and our dessert, whatnot, and we are having one single conversation with maybe 2 side conversations. It just feels so natural.
It's pretty natural.
It does.
So yeah, so thank you, ladies, for joining me. Next time, and on the 15th, we're going to be on Sherry's channel.
Yeah.
And Sherry will be hosting Golden Girls. So make sure, just watch for the notices and all that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, thank you, ladies, for being here with me. Thank you, everyone out there. I think at one point, we had like 106 or something in here. So
that's pretty good. And you know what? I have to say, at 6 o'clock, Alan Littman was on to talk about how the release of the prisoners was prisoners of war, whatever you want to call them, detainees, what that's going to do for the election process right when we went live. So I'm happy that we had that many people.
Perfect.
Wow, I'm surprised we had anybody at all then. I didn't know it was going live.
And I think if we all go check on it, it's going to show that this is another plus in the and love you all. Book, I can't tell you how glad I am that you're in your new place. I want to hear all about what you're going to do with it. And everyone that was here with us, thank you. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time, unless we see you beforehand on some of the other shows. So take care, all. Be good.
Bye.
Bye.